So we made our way back to the condo. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and turn on those post notifications so that you get all the episodes of the bucket list. So today we're going to do something simple. We've got carpet in here now that we've got the railing up. We're going to take the carpet out from here to the bedrooms. We're just going to cut this off because eventually when we get in here to redo the bathrooms, we're going to put the same kind of floor that we had downstairs. And then I'm not quite sure what we'll do with the carpet in these other two rooms. It's not bad, but eventually we'll want to do something. So as we kind of make our way up here, that's what we're going to end up doing. And I'm going to cut this carpet out from here. So let's go ahead and get that done. Well, we made it back to the next day and we're going to start putting these planks down. It's not going to take too much time, but we'll get in here and cut them all in. And I'm going to do one row and then lay the next row, slide it in so that all the ends are in. Hopefully that'll go a little bit smoother, and then we'll see how much we can get done. We're only going to work for about an hour today, but that could be enough. So let's get started. So that's probably going to be our hardest one, is putting that very first strip in. And now what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to cut this to, I don't know, so that maybe we're a third. And then we'll put all of them together and then put them in at once. So that's what we're going to end up doing. So as I'm in this corner here, one of the things that I did was, first of all, just measure and just kind of eyeball it about where that's going to intersect underneath. And then over here on the other side, I did the same thing where it goes underneath. And so all we're going to do is just cut out a square, or actually a rectangle. And I'm trying to get into this as deep as possible, because when I scored, it's going to make it a little bit easier to do. I would recommend getting a lot of sharp blades, and don't be afraid to take and change them often. These little pieces are a little bit more difficult to cut, or at least to get scored all the way through, but take your time. Work with it. Okay, and we'll just kind of do a little quick fit here. See if this is going to work for us. just perfect. So we'll go ahead and let's just put the rest of these in. So we've got this all measured, and we'll just go ahead and take and cut this. And these next ones are probably going to take the longest to do. Okay, quite a bit of score there. Okay. Well, that does it for today. We've got quite a bit done. I still have a few more pieces to do. And we've got to put trim down in here. We've got to work all of that out. And I know a lot of you say, well, hey, why don't you finish that up? Well, I need to do some other things today. So this is a really good stopping point because these other two pieces will probably take me, good 30 minutes to finish those up. And this is going to take probably an hour to get that taken care of. Figure that out. So we're going to be done for today, and we'll get back at you. Well, we finished up the very last pieces here. We're going to go ahead and put the trim in. I am going to have to go get some other tools, but we don't have a lot of pieces to do. Just a few here. Then we'll kind of start doing some work there. And a couple pieces here. But what I'm going to do is cut these out, and then I'm going to take a grinding wheel and kind of chamfer back the edges. So it's just so hard for my miter to get these 45. So let's go ahead and just get these in. Well, I was hoping that I could probably just come in here and glue, but that's not going to be the case. So I'm going to have to bring the air compressor over to cut that in, or actually to nail those in so that they're up flush against the wall. I did cut a little problem area here, but I've got this, and I'll just take and glue that in, and that should be fine. The rest will just end up caulking. Thought here is I'm going to rip out this piece of drywall, and we'll end up building out with probably two pieces. I don't know, maybe just one piece of wood coming out so far. And I've got that riser I can cut and put in there, but we want to notch that because we're going to put another bullnose in there as well. And then we can just bring that right out. So that's what we're going to end up doing. Let's just take this out, clean this up, and see what we've got. So we got this out. This back here doesn't have to be too perfect, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take probably an 8 by, or actually a 10 by, because I think an 8 is 7 1/4. So we've got to get to this height. And we'll put a base plate down here. And at that particular point, we're going to actually put another 1 by right in through here and notch it out so that bull nose will be there. We'll paint that white. That'll be the last riser. But then that'll give us our depth, and it'll make it look like it's carried all the way across. This step will be coming in a little bit more, but that'll be good. So I'm going to take and clean all this up, and that'll give us a little bit better surface. We made it back over, and we're going to take and put in the trim pieces here, and then we'll probably cut a few pieces of wood on those risers. So I think that cleaned that up quite a bit. So those are done. I think what I may do is just come up here with that one piece of wood and kind of probably scribe a little piece here. So it looks like we've got this piece in. I'm going to take and put a little glue behind it, and then we'll put a few nails in to kind of keep it in place. So there we go. We've just got a few more things to do. We've got this all taken care of. The few more things we've got to do here is we do have to bring this out just a little bit further to match this, and we'll have that bull nose run all the way along that line. It'll cover up that gap. We'll put in trim here, we'll put in trim there, and that's going to be it. So we'll probably come back over tomorrow. It won't take us too long, maybe an hour or so to get that taken care of. So we're gonna let all this dry and be done for today. Catch you tomorrow.